Hey, how's it going, people? This is Johnny and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. In today's Pokemon Go video, we're going to be learning the weaknesses of the different types of Pokemon, and we're also going to be learning the advantages of different Pokemon that you can use in order to counter your opponent Pokemon in Pokemon Go's gyms. If you're familiar with the main series Pokemon games, then you should be familiar with typings in the main series Pokemon games. Well, it actually works the same as well in Pokemon Go. In Pokemon Go, each Pokemon has their own unique types. For example, my Starmie is a water type and psychic type Pokemon. Now, my Starmie weakness is grass type. If a grass type attacks my Starmie is going to deal a lot of damage, and it will probably lose in a battle because of the grass type Pokemon that attacks my Starmie. And that is the weakness of my Starmie. Another thing that I want to mention is the Pokemon moves. Now, my Starmie has Water Gun and Power Gym. As you can see, Water Gun is a water type of attack that corresponds with my Starmie. Now, Power Gym is a rock type attack, which my Starmie is not even a rock type Pokemon, but it can still learn other moves. And this applies to every different Pokemon. Some Pokemon, the moves may not be from its type, but it can also learn moves from other typings that you may not correspond with the type of Pokemon that you have. So paying attention to the moves in Pokemon Go is also a very good thing to do, because this will help you against the other weaknesses of Pokemon that move may do some good damage against your opponents in the Pokemon gym. So now that you understand the Pokemon typings in Pokemon Go, now I'm going to show you each type and what it's strong against and what its weakness is against. Let's start off with the normal type Pokemons. The normal type Pokemon are usually strong against nothing. They usually just deal their amount of damage that they are going to deal. It's not going to do an extra amount of damage. But they are weak against fighting type Pokemons. Bug type Pokemon are strong against grass, psychic, and dark. But they are weak against fire, flying, and rock. Poison types are usually strong against grass and fairy. And they are weak against ground and psychic. Grass type Pokemon are strong against water, ground, and rock. They are weak against fire, ice, poison, flying, and bug. Water types are strong against fire, ground, rock, but they are weak against electric and grass. Fire types are strong against steel, bug, ice, and grass. They are weak against rock, water, and ground. Ground types are strong against fire, electric, poison, rock, steel, and they are weak against water, grass, and ice. Fighting types are strong against normal, ice, rock, dark, and steel. They're weak against flying, psychic, and fairy. Rock types are strong against fire, ice, flying, and bug. They're weak against water, grass, fighting, ground, and steel. Fairy types are strong against fighting, dragon, and dark. They're weak against poison and steel. Electric types are strong against water and flying. They're weak against ground. Psychic types are strong against fighting, poison, and weak against bug, ghost, and dark. Ghost type are strong against psychic, ghost, and they are weak against ghost and dark. Dragon types are strong against dragon, but they're weak against ice, dragon, and fairy. Ice types are strong against grass, ground, flying, and dragon. They're weak against fire, fighting, rock, and steel. Flying types are strong against grass, fighting, and bug. They're weak against electric, steel, and rock. Dark type are strong against psychic and ghost. They're weak against fighting, fairy, and bug. One last thing that I want to mention is that not everyone is going to memorize all the type advantages, for example, its weaknesses or the strengths that you can use against certain Pokemon in order to defeat them. So before you face a local gym in your area, I'm going to recommend that you look up the Pokemon's name. Once you know the Pokemon's name, I think you should use this useful tool that will help you a lot, so you don't have to memorize all the weaknesses of each Pokemon. You want to go ahead over to Pokemon.com. You want to go to the section that says Pokédex. And once you make it to the Pokédex section, you want to search the name or number of the Pokemon. In this example, we're going to use Hypno. Maybe Hypno was at our local gym and we want to know its weakness. So we're going to go ahead and put Hypno in the search, and we're going to go ahead and click on them. And once you go ahead and click on the Hypno, it will show you that its type is Psychic and all of its weaknesses. For example, Bug and Dark and Ghost are Hypno's weaknesses. So if you have a Pokemon that has a move that is either Bug, Dark, or Ghost, you may want to use it against this Hypno because it will do more damage to Hypno than any other damage that you can do with another attack. If you really want to head toward the strategy of you hitting it with its weaknesses in order to take it down and take over that gym. Now, the good thing about Pokemon.com, it actually has all of the latest Pokemon. So if they make any more Pokemon Go updates, you will probably be able to search the Pokemon's weakness on the Pokedex at Pokemon.com. So it's really useful tool to use if you don't want to memorize the weaknesses of each Pokemon. But eventually you will memorize them because you'll start learning the Pokemon's weaknesses and stuff like that as you go along using the Pokedex. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it and learned something about Pokemon Go typings. If you want to go ahead and leave a like or a comment or subscribe to my channel, it really will help out my channel if you could do that. And thanks for watching again.